Negative exponents, what do they do? You have something like 2 to the first power, type that into your calculator, it'll tell you that's equal to 2. What about 2 to the negative first power? 2 to the negative first power. Ask your calculator that. If your calculator has the capability of displaying fractions, it won't tell you a negative number, it'll tell you 1 over 2. That's interesting. What happened to that 2? It moved from the numerator to the denominator. If you imagine that fraction is like 2 over 1, then what happened was that 2 to the negative first power moved to the denominator. So what about something like 3 to the second power? Well, that's just 3 times 3, that's 9. But what if we gave it a negative exponent of negative 2? That's 1 over 9. What if I put some other numbers in there? What if I said 5 times 3 to the negative third power? Then you imagine this like a fraction, and you think that 3 to the negative third power, not only is it 3 times 3 times 3, but it will move from the numerator into the denominator. We just kind of imagine it's there. Really, there's a 1 down there, but 1 times anything is just that number, so we don't have to worry. So what's this equal to? Does the 5 move? No. 5 stays the same. Does the 3 to the negative third move? Yes. That's 3 to the third in the denominator, which we know is 3 times 3 times 3. That's 27. There's my answer. So we figured out the negative exponent moves whatever number it's attached to from the numerator or from the denominator. And then, of course, if it's something like 3 to the third power, we just evaluate it. So then what we end up having here is a question like, what is x to the negative first power? And that turns out to be 1 over x. X to the negative second power, 1 over x squared. It's just like you switched the fraction. So what do some problems look like with variables here? We look at this, and we imagine that this is a big old fraction bar right there. Here's the fraction house that the variables and the numbers live in. There you go, there's the roof, and right now they're upstairs. That negative exponent is like the elevator. That b to the fourth power will travel to the denominator. Is the 6 going to move? No. Is the a going to move? No. But b to the fourth power will move. So that b to the fourth power will be down there. It's like it disappeared from up here and it just traveled right down there. That's what happened to it. So my answer would be 6a in the numerator and b to the fourth in the denominator. What if it's already in the denominator? This is my fraction house right here. There's my fraction house. There's a little roof right there. What if that b to the negative third is already in the denominator? What will happen to it? It will move, but it can't go to the denominator. It's already there. It's just going to move back up to the numerator. So this will be, in the numerator, 7 b to the third. We turn off the negative exponent. It's up in the numerator. When we change the level, it changes from negative 3 to positive 3. What about my a? Did that move? No. Stays right there, just like that. How about here? Is the 2 going to move? No. Is the x to the third going to move? No. But y to the negative fifth will move into the denominator. You get 2x to the third over y to the positive fifth. Whenever you change the level of the negative exponent, then it's positive. If it's negative in the numerator, it's positive in the denominator, and so on.